Hey everybody, it's Spencer Ripley with Cabinet Wholesalers. Welcome back to our third Thirsty on Thursday video on this special Valentine's Day. Last week I mentioned how to direct your clients to the product for their job. Today, let's talk about how you can simplify your workload by establishing a budget. Recently my wife and I had discussed buying a new vehicle. We talked about how much we can afford, and we also searched on the web for the best deals around town. We want to do as much homework as possible before meeting with that dreaded car salesman. When we meet with the car salesman, we'll know how much we can afford, and hopefully they can show us vehicles in that pricing. If he can give me a nice car within my pricing, then he closes the sale. If not, we're going to go down the street and give the sale to somebody else. Is this any different from your clients meeting with you for cabinets? No. Your client has done their homework, looked on the web, met with competitors, and they know how much they can afford. And now they have to meet with you, the cabinet salesman. Can you meet their expectations, their wants, their needs, all within their budget? Of course you can, but only if the client you know how much they can afford. The majority of homeowners will say, I'm not sure of the budget, or I have no idea what the budget is. And the reason why most clients say this, they're afraid that if they give you a budget or a price, you will just turn around and give them a quote that matches that number, even if it could have been less. The reason for the main reason for the budget is to make sure you're not wasting your precious time on their project when you have no chance of closing it, and also it assists you in what product to quote. A great process to defeat their fear is to give them three options. This is a great time at Cabinet Wholesalers. We have a CompuTool. We spoke of it in the last video. You're going to answer roughly about 10 questions, and in 20 minutes you'll receive a good, a better, and a best price for your client. Each option price will be detailed, and you can describe the pros and cons of each option. If this is not a route that you wish to take, you can simply go into the kitchen of your client, just look around, get a good idea what the cost is, inflate it, and say, this is going to cost around $10,000, $25,000. With it inflated, you're going to look at them, their jaws are going to drop, and they're going to look at you and say, oh my gosh, we thought it was going to cost around $6,000. Quickly, you respond, great. Now we have a budget of $6,000. Now you've done three things. You have disrupted the salesman platform by working with the client instead of just giving them items and prices that don't fit their needs. And you've also established a budget to work with. Now you know which cabinet line to use for their project. You have put yourself on the same side of the table as the client, and now you're working as a team together against that budget. Being the true salesperson you are, you don't want to just furnish cabinets to fit their budget. You want to be a true, valued professional so they trust the information you share. Tell them they can get cheap, they can get fast, or they can get high quality cabinets. They have to pick one, they can't get all three. Let me correct myself. They can get all three, but it's going to be extremely a hefty price. So now they will be invested with you because you have brought them into the process to work with you, and they can always find a cheaper price. But you need to show them what the true value of the partnership with you and them is, so they stick and stay with you. So remember, your client has done their homework, they've met with other people, and now they're in front of you. It is your sale to lose. You need to partner with them and close that deal. See you next Thursday.